Welcome back to MPC show. How to record vocals and guitar at the same time on MPC X. We're running firmware. Are we on 3.8? Did I write down 3.7? We might be on 3.8. Pardon me. Nevertheless, no, we're on 3.7. Thank goodness. Firmware 3.7, MPC X SE. How do you record vocals and guitar at the same time? Well, first off, let's have a look at the hardware. Okay. Now, you do have two inputs on the back of the MPC. You also have two inputs on the front of the MPC. You see? Okay, let me turn myself up a little bit more, give you a little more balance there. Hopefully that's not too loud. Let me know if it gets too loud. So this is your other instrument input, 1 and 2, your last two quarter-inch inserts here. Otherwise, you have two foot switches, but we're not concerned with that. We're only concerned with the microphone, which I currently have going into input 1, and I have my gain cranked all the way up right now with the direct monitor turned on. And then we also have the instrument currently plugged up and turned on as well. So, gotta make sure I'm comfortable for this session here, because we're gonna be doing some songwriting. To my songwriters out there, my singers, my songwriters, I'm gonna be giving you some tips as well, and my rappers. You know, if you're rapping on the MPC, anything that we go over today, you can use. And I think the MPC X is the perfect way for singer-songwriters, any type of writer, top line writers, background vocal writers, ghost writers, won't point any fingers at you. I didn't mean to do that. Rappers, okay? Someone hit me on Reddit the other day and tried to start an argument with me based on my idea and my philosophy that there is no greater way to record vocals as a songwriter than the MPC. And today we're going to demonstrate that. And most importantly, the question is, how do you do it at the same time? Why would you want to do it at the same time? Well, sometimes when we write songs, we want to capture a live vibration. Sometimes when we write songs, we want to capture a moment, a feeling. And we don't want that feeling to go away. Why do I feel like there's no sound going? No, there's still sound going. Okay. So we don't want that feeling to go away. So we might record the vocal and we might record the guitar at the same time, because sometimes as a songwriter, me personally, I think I give a better performance if I do both at the same time. Also, this frees us up in terms of the meter. All right. Another good reason to do this as a singer-songwriter is you're not limited to your BPM or your click that is traditional inside a sequence-based instrument, the hardware a la MPC OS. It's meant to be on a click. It's meant to be on a metronome. You're meant to play on time. And if you can't play on time, well, you're behind. However, if you are approaching this hardware as a singer-songwriter, I've done it before, and you can do it too. You can just write music on here, and you can release the songs standalone in real time by turning the metronome off and just playing freely. I did that once with an album called Campfire Dame. That album is an acoustic guitar singer-songwriter album, reminiscent of genres dwelling in, some R&B, some soul, some folk even, singer-songwriter alternative kind of stuff. And for that, this is perfect. Now, if you had a whole band, you're probably going to need the MPC XL. Now, I did love that part of the demonstration, the keynote, the promo, whatever you want to call it, when you had the engineer behind the MPC XL and there were four people, a four-piece, a quartet, and he was recording them all. I love that part of the demonstration because truly, to you, the dude on Reddit that thought that I didn't know what I was talking about, I'm about to show you what I'm talking about, for one. And for two, the MPC is the greatest way to do it when it comes to being a singer-songwriter. Okay, so off top, we're going to create 2 tracks. We're going to create 2 audio tracks, right? I don't plan on doing any percussion. Who knows where this will go? Maybe we'll add some plug-in instruments. Who knows where this will go? I want to keep it quick. I want to teach the lesson, okay? So now that I've had my rant, let's let the lesson begin, shall we? Okay, so let's have a look at the MPC. Now, the MPC, we're going to add 2 tracks, audio. Yeah, and we're going to add another audio. Okay, we've added 2 audio tracks. Okay, this is the part of the tutorial where you pay attention. Okay, pay attention. This is for my beginners. How do we record vocals and guitar at the same time? First step, step 1, you need 2 audio tracks. We've added 2 audio tracks. Step 2, make sure your interface is selecting the correct inputs. Right now, I have my direct monitor turned over here, okay? And I have my guitar in instrument 2. I have my microphone in input 1. Notice instrument 2 on the front, it says instrument 2, but all that means is input 2, okay? So if I can rephrase that for my beginners out there, we have input 1 for the microphone selected, and we have input 2 for the guitar. Of course, the sound you're getting right now for this live video via the greatest platform on earth, YouTube, is coming through the MPC. That's all we got going on right now. It's already just a direct monitor of the MPC. So we already know that the sound is working, unless this video is a complete failure and there's no sound at all. We'll only know during playback. So if we hold down the shift button, you could call this step 2. Hold down the shift button and press track at the same time. When we hold shift and we press track at the same time, we're going to get 2 instruments upon the mixer, right? Now, these 2 audio instruments, or I should say audio inputs, these are the ones that we have created for this demonstration and for this type of production. So we want to make sure the audio track, audio 1, track 2, is selected on the correct input. As I stated before, audio 1 is going to represent our microphone. Our microphone is on input 1. We're running the Shure SM7B, and we're going to flip that to input 1. So it's not in stereo with the blank track, or in this case, sharing the guitar wave. So the next thing we want to make sure we do is audio 2 needs to be input 2 as well. Not as well, but as I've demonstrated, it needs to be input 2, just like we've corresponded the correct input above. Now, this next step, are we on step 4? This next step is the most important step, and it's the part that they don't tell you. So bookmark this part, singer-songwriters. All of you, watch this. Looking at the screen here, I believe this is the only way to do it. You have to use the touch screen, okay? You need to hold shift again, and you need to press the record arm button on the track that is not selected. If I may demonstrate so, it'll look something like this. So you come over to your track. Of course, we're flipping between the tracks right now. So as you see, by default, there's no way to select both of them. Therefore, we have to hold shift again, that magic button, and we need to press record arm. Now we have two tracks armed at once, and we can record. Step 5, come back over here to our main track, and let's give ourselves some space. Like I said, as a singer-songwriter in a solo setting, now we have the ability to just be free. We're not playing with anybody else. Our initial count in could definitely help us, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to come over here on my hardware, and I am going to turn my parameters. I always like to give myself about maybe 100 bars. I probably won't use 100 bars, but for this demo, we'll probably, do a fraction of that. And we're going to record now. That's pretty much it. The next step, I believe we're on step 6, you would just record. And we're going to hit the record button, and we're going to press play start. And I do believe if we come over here into our arranger, we're going to see 2 tracks going the same time, aka 2 tracks recording at the same time, because the Voyager records, and that's what we're here to do, right? Now, why is the MPC X a bit more philosophy on MPC hardware, a bit more philosophy on songwriting and beat making? Why is the MPC X the greatest way to do it for songwriters? Because there's no distractions. All right. If this wasn't here right now, we would really be cooking. Can you imagine if we didn't need to worry about a screen, people trying to contact us? Now, here's the thing, as a singer-songwriter, that I think a lot of people forget. You are trying to not contact someone, but you're trying to be contacted. As a singer-songwriter, you are trying to receive a message. And this message that you are trying to receive is writing the song. You are not writing the song is writing you. What do you mean by that? Well, I think the next tutorial that we're going to do in the future, by the way, subscribe for more if this was any help for you. The next tutorial we're going to do in the future is going to be on the philosophy of beat making and trusting yourself and just having your instinct approach when it comes to the MPC, because it's so important when it comes to making music. We don't stop the groove. We continue. We press on. We build. We stack. Otherwise, there's no song being written here. And hopefully we don't have an MPC just because we like it collecting dust. Hopefully we don't have an MPC because we try to impress women. Hopefully we don't just have an MPC because we thought one day we would be the greatest producer of all time. Hopefully we're writing songs, because writing songs, well, that's the greatest thing you can do as a human being. It's the greatest therapy. And then to provide that song for someone else, for them to reflect within that, for them to be profoundly inspired through your lyrics or reminded of a situation or a story. That's what life is all about. Music is life. John Coltrane said, you can't be a better musician until you are a better human being. I've said this before about the philosophy of beat making. You can sit on this MPC all day, but if you're not living life and being inspired by life, or being torn up in the best ways by life, you'll never really get there. It's not just about woodshedding. It's also about reflection. Art is a reflection of the times. Music should be a reflection of right now. Doesn't have to be political, even though a lot's going on right now. It doesn't have to be that, but it does need to be a reflection of who you are. Speaking of which, let's talk about the reflections of me right now when it comes to writing songs. Step 7, write the song. Write the song. Maybe the song isn't written. Maybe the song is a freestyle. I believe the last song that I wrote on stream, Voyager Television. Thank you for watching the MPC show on Voyager Television. Subscribe for more. Drop a comment. Let me know if you need help with anything specific. Let's wrap this up. We got 15 minutes, folks. I'm getting some resonance. Oh, this is the guitar. Let's get it. So I had a couple ideas today. Oh, and before I get to this, I wanted to share one more tip for songwriters. I wanted to make sure this stream offered some tips and some value for my songwriters out there, not just my beat makers, not just my composers, not just my engineers, but my songwriters out there. Writing things down is definitely your friend, but you know what's even more your friend? This puppy right here, ladies and gentlemen, the iPhone has so many apps that will help your songwriting. Of course, Notes is a fantastic app. You should be writing all your lyrics in here. There's another one that they used to have called Music Memos by Apple. They still have that. That's almost like Notes and voice memos combined. But I do believe the greatest companion for any songwriter is voice memos. If you ever have an idea, I repeat, bookmark this section right now. This is probably the most important thing that I'll say this entire stream in terms of this tutorial. Listen to me, songwriters. If you ever have an idea, a melody, or a part for a song, or something to accompany your arrangement, you need to bust out voice memo, and you need to come over here and you need to record it. Now, I had several ideas this morning. I was in the living room, I was getting caffeinated, and I was jamming on this Taylor guitar, and I wrote down 2 ideas which I thought we could include in our tutorial today. Press record. Double checking on our main here. Both of our inputs are still selected. Back to the arranger just to see it. Let's press record. Now, I believe the joint was somewhere in here. Tune up, of course. That's a very important part for my guitarists out there. Oh, what are you doing, cowboy? You looking at things upside down? I was listening to this Jack White interview the other day. He was like, "Oh, I hate tuning on guitar or on stage. I hate tuning my guitar." He's like, "I hate doing it. I hate the air, the space." I see what he means. That's like the time when the musician has to bust out their best jokes. It's like, you need a good joke, man, if you're tuning that guitar. Otherwise, whoo! It's rough out there, pal. You gonna tune that guitar in the middle of a show I paid money to see? Get this guy out of here, man. Get me a real musician. What kind of guitar you got? I got myself a Taylor Academy guitar. And I love this here guitar. This here guitar I love. Because she stays in tune. That's one of the first reasons I love her. So what was the idea again? I had a song about my wife. She's very needy lately for undisclosed reasons. And I was writing something. See, and this is why voice memo is so important. This is why I had to tell you about this. I had the voice memo verb in my mind, like, oh, open up voice memo and do this. Now, previously, the song beforehand, I did do a voice memo, but a different type of voice memo. I used my camera. Now, your video camera on your phone is also very important for singer-songwriters. And when I did that, I came up with another tune, which I actually did record on here. But see, I thought that I would remember the tune that I recorded in my mind. And you will never remember the tune that you recorded in your mind, and it will be gone in time. Just when I was like, oh, let me bring this on the stream. This will be perfect for the tutorial today. By the time I got everything set up in this room for my stream, I forgot what the melody was. But lyrically, I have no idea. In terms of the music, it was... I still can't remember what the lyrics were. I literally cannot remember, and that's why voice memo is so important. So that's unfortunate. We're gonna do the other one just to make sure that this is a decent tutorial. So I got my other voice memo here, which, yeah, see, not making content, but really just using the video camera as a tool, as a way to remember the groove. It's so important to remember how you were playing it, not just the chords, but the groove, the lyrics, the feel, the vibe. And there's a couple parts in here, and it's like, if you don't remember all them parts, doesn't matter. We're gonna do the demo. So don't remember the words either, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna press play start, and we're gonna record. And if we were gonna give ourselves a count in there, that feels like I hope that you get what you want in life. See, that's not the lyric, but we're gonna continue. We're gonna make lyrics up right now. Okay, fantastic. That recorded. The only problem was we didn't have a monitor on. So don't forget to turn your monitor on. Auto. Let's do that again. Recording. 2 at once. The vocal part and the guitar. Why would you want to do it? I don't know. Maybe you're making the song up on the fly. And I'm looking at that now. The gain's a little high on that. I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to turn it down over here. I'm going to leave it where I am over there. We're going to turn that down a little bit. What was the lyric that I have? I hope that you feel... See, the lyrics you can remember. It's important to remember the lyrics. See, I almost forgot those chords. Yeah. I want to just hear the first lyric. I That's the part. See, I was missing that groove. This is why that's so important. I don't want to get the horse, whatever they say about the horse choking him out or whatever, but now I remember the song. Watch this. I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you get all the sun. I hope that you get what it sounds like. I hope that you're outside of fun. So let it all out if you feel right. Let's check the lyrics. And I think we peaked there. I felt that. So I'm going to turn my gain down a little bit. Did you hear that? I heard that. We're going to turn it down, the gain down on the Shure SM7B. And we got the groove going. Let's run it back. Let's check the levels there. I think the vocals could be a little louder than that. We don't want it cranked all the way, but we want to like just a hair down underneath. And I almost want to go right on top like that. Run it back like. I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you're having your fun. I hope that you got on your skin like. I hope that you're feeling the sun. Well, let it all out what you feel like. Go and tell Now, there was a lyric opportunity there that I think I missed. But let's listen to playback. I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you're having your fun. I hope that you got on your skin like. I hope that you're feeling the sun. Well, let it all out what you feel like. Go and tell everyone, 'cause I gotta think about who I'm talking to. Not even. Yeah, it's supposed to be a minor chord, E minor. But so let it all out. What's it feel like? Let it all out. Tell every. Let it all out. Tell the world. going to save that sequence. We're going to copy that sequence. I think I could do better. Freestyle, one take. I just don't know what the song's about entirely. It started as an idea, but what I need to start doing and what you need to start doing is, hey, maybe not voice memo the idea on your phone, but what if we memo the idea here? How much further is that going to get us in this process of releasing material and being a true songwriter? This is the second sequence. Lyrically, I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you know. I think the song was originally about like someone that you're not maybe with anymore, but you hope that they had a good life. Like no hard feelings. Maybe you had a partnership or a business relationship or a family relationship or a romantic relationship that you no longer have, but you still hope that they are feeling their best or doing their best. That's the sentiment of the song, not like, hey, shout out to my old ex. I'm not saying that. Let's get that clear right now in case my wife is watching this. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. I'm talking about like, hey, I know things didn't work out, but it's all right. Like, I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you win in the sun. I hope that you know what it tastes like. I hope that you're having fun. La la la, feel like. La la la, tell one that didn't work out well. It didn't work out well with everyone. Yeah. Doesn't always work out with everyone. Let's see if we peaked on that. Playback. I think we peaked on the guitar a little bit, unfortunately. But that was a solid take. And that's the demo. Thank you for watching this tutorial. That's how to record vocals and guitar at the same time for my singer-songwriters. You can see why that might be beneficial. Maybe you're working on the song. Maybe you want to work that out. What's that sound like? Work that out. I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you win in the sun. I hope that you know what it tastes like. I hope that you're having fun. La la la, la la la, tell one that didn't work out well. It didn't work out well with everyone. Background vocals? McCartney? Harrison? Somebody. I hope that you got everything right. I hope that you got all done. Everything you said that you feel like. Everything you said you told everyone, but doesn't always work. Doesn't always work out with everyone. La la la. Didn't work out with. Didn't work out with. La la la, tell one that didn't work out with. It didn't work out with. Shh. It didn't work out with. One that didn't work out with. It didn't work out with everyone. sound, by the way? How's the quality of the sound? Let me know in the comments. Let's finish this. Didn't work out with everyone. You know, you go with it. Who knows? Everything you said that you feel like. Everything you said, you told you. Everything. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You said that you feel like. Everything you said, you told you. It doesn't always work. I'm gonna do another part. Everything you said that you feel like. Everything. Give myself a little distance on this one, and I think it should be good. I hope that you got all done. Everything you said that you feel like. Everything you said, you told everyone. I might have to redo that first part too. We should probably save, by the way. Everything you said, everything you said, everything you said that you feel like. Everything you said, you told everyone. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work out with everyone. I might have to do this first part again. Sad that you feel like. Everything you said, everything you said that you feel like. Everything you said, you told everyone. Doesn't always work. Cutoff could be better, but I could fix that in post. I think that's pretty good for a rough draft. I hope that you know what it feels like. I hope that you win in the sun. I hope that you know what it tastes like. I hope that you're having fun. La la la, la la la, tell me one that didn't work out well. It didn't work out well with everyone. Everything you said, you told everyone. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work out with everyone. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Drop a thumbs up if this was helpful for you. I know it's not like anything crazy or anything. It's just an idea. It's really just an idea. Yeah. You know, this is what happens as songwriters. We write ideas. It's called a demo. You know, not like I'm releasing this or anything. I'll give it to the Voyager fleet though. You guys can listen to it for the love. And even if it was a real song, I feel like that's long enough. You know, like some Beatles songs aren't long at all. Let's see if we peaked on that. Subscribe for more. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Also, anybody watching this, tell me how the sound quality is. I'm trying a new chord today. This is a stereo to 1/4 inch splitter going directly in the Rode X streamer. I'm hoping this is the tip-top quality ceiling that I've hit, and this looks great for you and it sounds great. If it doesn't, I need you to let me know right now because I will send this thing back. I'll send it back so fast. Take us away, Paul.